Fletcher Tabutai.
Thank you very much, sir. The pleasure one could take addressing the ridiculous comparisons made by the previous speaker. And just to answer that, I ask this one question. Who comes to mind when I say the word Jabba the Hutt? Who's Jabba, eh? But sir, my point is a serious one, because this is it. After 6 years of secrecy, after a PR signing stunt here in New Zealand, after a truncated travesty of a select committee process, basically after years of unbridled arrogance on the part of the national government, with the insults still coming, I have to take 5 minutes out of the general debate to speak about the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. That's all I get to speak about the trade agreement itself. There's nothing else in this House to speak about the substantive part that is the TPP itself. That is an absolute travesty of democracy and an indictment on that government. Despite government arrogance, despite running roughshod over experts in international trade, ignoring experts in international law who spoke against this agreement, sir, the Prime Minister still seems to be nervous. Apparently he's still trying to sell it. I heard last night he spoke eloquently, apparently, in a speech about this partnership agreement. But this is the commentary from some observers already. Few speeches have been so simplistic in their lack of understanding of history, both here and abroad, or the stark reality staring them in the face here in New Zealand. The PM said there's no worldwide conspiracy to take jobs from New Zealanders or to suppress wages or buy out all of our homes. Only someone knowing that is exactly what is going on, what is happening right now, would use the occasion to defend the lack of economic and social planning and the mess that is developing around them. Others claimed that it was not only simplistic, but the message itself was dishonest. He would have everyone believe that the opposition to the TPP is opposition to trade, full stop. Sir, 90% of submitters prefaced their submissions with the statement, "We support trade." But this is not a trade deal. New Zealand First, in their founding principles, have always said we must be a trading, export-based nation. But we know that this is a partnership agreement, not a trade agreement. Most New Zealanders now see that there is a very big difference between the two, and they do not like it one little bit, Mr. Speaker. We know, despite the spin from the National Party, that to oppose this deal is not to oppose the benefits of trade. It is actually to oppose the 1%, of locking in corporate entitlement. It is opposition to empowering foreign corporates ahead of good Kiwi business. That's what we are opposing today. For 6 years, I can't even remember your name, for 6 years, the National Party has gotten away with secret negotiations. Over the last few months, the National Party, in their role of government, has undermined the select committee process, and, sir, they have undermined democracy. They showed contempt for everyday New Zealanders, experts in international trade, experts in international law, who came to submit before the select committee, despite the fact, sir, that given these unnecessary and inappropriate and undemocratic time constraints, the government was writing their report while they were listening to submissions. That is wrong. That is wrong, sir. We cannot accept that. New Zealand First has been vocal and strong in our opposition to this partnership agreement. We have stood in this House and decried the secrecy. We have decried the lack of consultation and meaningful engagement. We have decried ISDS, and we have said that the claims made around the supposed trade benefits are absolutely farcical. I have been subject to a select committee that has undermined democracy for the sake of an imaginary race to ratify first. I say imaginary because everyone here knows that in the United States you have every frontrunner in the presidential race saying no to the TPP. They, like New Zealand First, know that actually the TPP will cost jobs and will mean simply more money for the 1%. Sir, I stand here proudly in opposition of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement.